and the next value 1. Here let us say 40. Now this is a second row. Now enter into the third row. A of 2 and 0 is equal to 50. A of 2 1 equal to 60. So how many values I can store? 6 different values I can store. 10, 20, 30, 40. This is the first row elements, second row elements, and third row elements. Every row we have 2 columns. Okay, so this is how we can store the elements by using index. Now how to read these values? So I'll tell you 2 different ways. One is by using classic for loop, and the other one is by using for each loop. Okay, so first let us use classic for loop. How to read these values by using classic for loop. Classic for loop. Classic for loop means we have to specify the initialization, condition, and then incrementation, both. So as I said here, for every row incrementation we have to write one for loop, and within the for loop we have to run one more for loop. We have to execute one more for loop for incrementing the columns, because every row contains multiple columns. So one for loop is incrementing the row, another for loop incrementing the columns for every row. So how we can write like code? Here we have to insert one logic. Simple. So for row is starting from 0, maximum index is 2, 0, 1 and 2. So let us say I equal to, let us start from 0, I less than or is equal to 2, I plus plus. So this loop is for, this is for rows, incrementing the rows. Incrementing the rows. Now inside this for loop, again we have to write one more for loop, because for every row we have number of columns, right? So we have to write one more for loop. For, let us take one more variable called, let us say j, equal to, even column also start from 0 index, 0, 1. Only we have 2 columns. So in the row, in the column, j is equal to, let us start from 0, and then j less than or is equal to 1, and j plus plus. So this loop is used for incrementing the columns. So now here we need to write the statement. So now I'll say system.out.println. So how to get these values? Array name, we have to specify the row and the column. So here I representing the row, j representing the column.